I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office says an armed suspect was shot by deputies in Bunnell. Sheriff Rick Staley says deputies were serving felony warrants on 30-year-old Stephen Barneski, who was wanted nationwide on an order to be held without bond. Deputies tried to pull over Barneski on the 600 block of Sable Palm Street. Sheriff Rick Staley says that's when things went awry.
And instead of surrendering so that he could be arrested, he quickly drew a pistol, and deputies responded to protect themselves from danger. The suspect was hit multiple times. Flagler County Fire Rescue responded, and he was airlifted to the trauma center in Daytona Beach at Halifax.
Barneski was wanted on charges of violating probation for possession of drugs and leaving the scene of an accident with injury. Deputies say he has a lengthy criminal history that includes a prison stint for a violent battery on a police officer just last year. Despite no criminal evidence, an internal sheriff's investigation is underway. Karen Johnson reports.
The story begins with an inmate at the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility in February 2019. Anthony Fennick suffered a medical episode and was transported to the hospital where he passed away. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office conducted a complete and comprehensive criminal investigation into the death and found no evidence of any crime. Although not required to do so, Sheriff Rick Staley has insisted there be an independent outside investigation by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. The FCSO received the conclusion of the FDLE investigation a few weeks ago, which has also concluded there is no evidence of any crime. In conclusion, the review by medical experts believe the evidence suggests the former medical provider failed to recognize that Mr. Fennick was having a reaction to medicine they had prescribed to him and the seriousness of his illness. Sheriff Staley says we've been open and transparent throughout this process, and we will continue to be. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
While there's no fireworks celebrations this year due to coronavirus, Sheriff Rick Staley says he expects the 4th of July holiday weekend to be a busy one. His deputies will be out in full force.
So we will have increased patrols on our roadways and on the beach with our ATV, and our Marine unit will be out to ensure that everyone can enjoy the July 4th weekend safely, whether it's on the road, on the beach, or in the water.
Staley says they're encouraging everyone to have a designated driver or take an Uber or Lyft if they plan on drinking.
We want you to be able to celebrate your freedom safely and not lose your freedoms by being arrested for DUI or BUI and end up at the Green Roof Inn.
A local official is now a graduate in his own right. John Arking has the story.
Flagler County Commissioner Joe Mullins is now a certified county commissioner following his graduation from the Florida Association of Counties program designed to enhance the skills necessary to fulfill the duties of office.
I'm very excited to be able to carry that certification now. It was very important to me. It got delayed because of COVID, so I'm very happy that I finally achieved that and joined the other guys. But what it does for me is it helps me understand who's all my life I've been a businessman, a sports and entertainment agent. It helps me understand how government works and how I can take those business skills and apply them to government without creating any kind of transparency issues or conflict there. So it's been really good. The ethics part of it, how to represent everyone in the community, yet still stand by my values. That's been one of the most beneficial things I've learned from it.
Launched in 1996, the Certified County Commissioner program is a voluntary program of study taught by a team of experts, including university faculty, government officials, and professional speakers, as well as Florida Association of County members and staff. Participants must complete a total of 45 hours of coursework that includes 30 hours of core, 9 hours of elective, and 6 hours of continuing education courses. To date, 460 commissioners have completed the program. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
When you go to vote this election season, will you have to wear a mask?
Flagler County Supervisor of Elections Katie Lenhart says no. Lenhart said that in the same way nothing can infringe on your right to vote, wearing a mask as we deal with the coronavirus falls under nothing.
We cannot put any prerequisite for voting at all. And that's under the National Voting Rights Act of 1965.
She said that while other counties may be looking at bigger coronavirus outbreaks and requiring masks, the law says nothing can keep a person from casting a ballot. Lenhart said that she does recommend that if you come to vote in person, you wear a mask and bring your own pin if you don't want to use the one that's provided, which other people have also used. To listen to the entire interview with Flagler County Supervisor of Elections Katie Lenhart, download the Flagler radio app and then go to the Free for All Friday podcast. Have a great holiday weekend. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's morning news. I'm Amy Cherry.